everybody, and welcome back to another episode here on the Global Conquerors channel of our podcast, Conquest. This is episode 5 of season 2. Me, SMGFrenzy, joined with...
Assassin, like always, your typical doofus
Yeah,
co-host.
and this
Um,
week we do have news. There's a decent amount in the gaming world, not so much in the general news that we can talk about. So expect this one, like last week's episode, to be pretty gaming heavy. It seemed like you wanted to say something?
we're not doing the season thing anymore, so why you keep saying season?
Well, it still is titled season 2, so I mean, just to let it roll, I guess. But to start it right
Whatever.
off, one of the most anticipated video games of all time, Grand Theft Auto 6, has finally had some sort of confirmation from Rockstar with a announcement. They announced an announcement for an
Look,
announcement that will be
look.
coming
This
out in
is
December.
okay. This is okay. When we record this, well, what's crazy is last podcast was recorded Tuesday, and a bunch of news dropped the next day,
Yep.
and all the stuff that we talked about in the podcast was answered literally the next day.
Yep.
So that podcast was short because there was nothing. I mean, it wasn't short. We extended a good amount as much as we could. But
A lot of the info in that last podcast
uh,
became irrelevant when it went live.
yeah, it made us look dumb. So yeah, yeah,
Yep.
kind of like checked because we would have waited at least another day to record it.
Hmm.
We would have been fine. And other than that, it's been a long time waiting on this. It's kind of a big deal.
Yep.
I mean, GTA is like that franchise is a big, um, I guess company in the space of gaming because of how much um people love GTA and how much. I mean, GTA 5 was like the biggest game ever released from Grand Theft Auto and how long the game was out for.
I was about to say, I think
Um,
GTA 5 to where GTA 6 presumably will be announced will be the longest gap in the GTA series. Yeah.
around that 10 years.
Yep.
And it doesn't even confirm that the game's coming out anytime soon. They're just gonna show the trailer, the announcement, and they'll probably release a date, but that the date could probably say like 2030 by then. Like,
I mean, with the gaming industry, lots of games that have been announced have been delayed by a year or two recently. So don't be surprised if the same thing happens with Grand Theft Auto, to be fair.
yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's a long time waiting. I think the whole thing Rockstar said is that once GTA 5 stops making money,
Hmm.
then they can start working on GTA 6. Because why make a new game when you're profiting off the game that you currently have?
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Um, and obviously you gotta think Rockstar's a big company. They also make Red Dead Redemption.
Hmm.
So obviously they have a bunch of other people that make GTA will also make Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
And Red Dead Redemption was like the most detailed game from like GTA 5 and then Red Dead Redemption. They're like two different games. It's like night and day. The detailing in that game is just ups, and I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 is like even more. So kind
I
of
feel like by
excited.
the time that GTA 6 comes out, I think we'll see the phasing out of games supported on consoles such as like the Xbox One and the PS4. Because,
Five. Oh no, four,
yeah,
sorry.
PS4, because they were the same generation. And even now, we still see games that are cross, like,
Cross platform.
MW3 is still on Xbox One, which is wild, considering how long the Xbox Series X came out. So. But also, it's like a lot of people just aren't upgrading consoles anymore. Either they're sticking with their old ones or they're going to PC.
Pretty much.
So,
I mean, it's kind of been like that for a while now.
hmm.
Um, Console wars have really been the main thing until I mean, once it's always been console wars before crossplay. So
Yeah.
it's always been Sony versus Microsoft, whose console will sell more. But then crossplay became, oh, the console versus the PCs became obviously, no, it's just one of the other. No one wins. There's always there's a war against each other's. I guess you could say gaming devices at this point because we can't say console.
Hmm.
PCs aren't consoles. Um, yeah, surprised that the MW3 is being supported on this game
Yeah. I
and how
wonder how
much
long like the
people.
Xbox One and PS4 will be used for newer titles, considering the graphic
Mm,
fidelity on both like older and newer consoles are pretty different. You can tell, but
yeah, I would assume this might be the last COD that supports this. I mean, it looks like from watching gameplay, like of people play it, like do comparisons on it, it's really out of date, like by a lot. It's not even close.
yeah.
Uh, Obviously, I mean, if you're a COD fanatic, I mean, obviously you can't really don't have the the money to spend on a PC or upgrade. Obviously, consoles have gotten more expensive. The games have gotten more expensive. They went from $60 to $70. Uh, I think the $70 bundle back then now is the $100 bundle. Like it's just insane that the pricing's gone up by a lot
Yeah.
on these games. Just because of the newer high end technology that go into these making of these games now.
Hmm.
So I mean, you see the increase in games. We've noticed it. Like look at games now. They're $70. Do you remember when I remember this? I was talking to my friend Michael about this last night. That the disc used to be more expensive than the digital, and now they're the same price.
Yeah, and I think
No,
that make digital. I think should be cheaper than a disc, considering you're not.
and it should be,
Yeah,
but from how it is now, they just
they're just the same.
right. So I mean, nothing really special. I mean, what's the point of spending money on the disc copy if it's just the same game on the digital?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to get the special things like bundles that they come in person.
Yeah.
But buying a disc isn't really necessary anymore.
I don't think it's been necessary for a while. That's why you have like certain versions of consoles that don't even come with a disc drive anymore. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So
Um.
but that was pretty big news. Like so there's like a trailer coming out in December, and
Mhm.
so we could just move on from this topic. Yeah, there's a trailer dropping in December. We will be talking about it once that drops. I think I not on it's in December something. It's either the first or second week of December.
Yeah. We'll
But
definitely
yeah,
cover it when it happens. So.
but that's pretty big because from what I remember, GTA 13 or it came out in 2013.
How far in the future are you?
Jesus Christ. I got Xbox One. The ones that we had
Yeah.
are what came out when GTA 5 came out
Hmm.
around that same time. So to think that we were in middle school when GTA dropped and the Xbox dropped, and now we're here 10 years now,
Hmm.
moved over to PCs, talking about these games and their new graphics and this and that. That's because you didn't talk about this now that everything's just because of everything changing and the graphics. It just you just want the best looking game at this point. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
like I said, we'll just move on from that.
Yeah. I
There
mean, you
will be a
already.
trailer.
Yeah. Exactly. And you
Go
already
ahead,
kind of
sorry.
hinted at our next topic, considering it involves COD. But we'll first start off with the competitive side. Another thing that became outdated as soon as we talked about it on last Thursday was LA Gorillas. We were saying that the league might be an 11 team league, but Gorillas came out one day later and was like, no, we have a roster.
There
Every
is
team will be
there's
present.
oh it hasn't been announced, but they are going into the year with the team.
Yeah.
Um, from at first there was no, but now there's rumors about this a team that they want, and from how it seems that the team that was rumored to be team is now screaming against the other pro teams already. And then as
Mhm.
of today, not usually if y'all don't know, Las Vegas Legion. Holy shit! I almost said Raiders. Legion usually are the last team in the league to announce their roster. They
Mhm.
announced their team today. So 11 out of the 12 teams have announced their rosters, and yeah, we're getting pretty close to the CDL season. Expect the Gorillas to make an announcement
Soon.
either
Soonish.
soon, at least a week. It could be tomorrow. Who knows?
It would
Or two
suck if it was
weeks,
tomorrow, but
or 2 weeks out. With
yep.
their roster. So we We are good on
I mean, they
let's see.
have to announce soon, considering the first event's only in a few weeks.
Yeah, three
So,
weeks.
yeah.
3 weeks. Or this yeah, 3 weeks.
Mhm.
So the online games start in 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we're actually gonna have a 12-man league this year.
Yep.
So nothing to worry about with booking and stuff and everything and stuff. I think they would have figured out a way to have the 12 roster league,
No, of course.
no
It's
matter
the
what.
same how Overwatch was able to figure out a way. Which, speaking of Overwatch, COD Sister League, Overwatch League is officially dead.
Eh,
Teams have. We know for a fact the majority of teams have voted. We don't know which teams voted to end the league, but we know that a majority of them have voted to end the league. We saw that Toronto is gone, but they say that they're planning to come back to Overwatch in whatever capacity it decides to come back in. We know that Atlanta is gone, but they said that they will support Overwatch esports. The controversial one is Houston Outlaws. They're moving away entirely from Overwatch, and now they're run by a bunch of really small, controversial kick streamers known as Outlaws Entertainment. So, and they have they've been losing 2,000 followers a day so far after their announcement of transitioning from Overwatch to being a fully content streamer organization. With streamers that nobody knows about, like these are streamers that are like up and coming, you know. So, Outlaws has killed their brand, which is kind of it sucks because Outlaws was tied to Optic when Overwatch League was founded, and they had like one of the coolest branding portfolios out
It was
there.
so clean. The two of ours made the horns of the skull of a what would you call it?
The Texas dead animal skull,
Yeah,
Longhorn skull. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It looked clean. It was like the cleanest logo I've ever seen.
Yep.
It's sad I mean, it's sad that Overwatch is gone too. Um, yeah, we've been talking about this for a while now.
Hmm.
But from what it seemed like, there's hope in it. Don't know what they plan to do if they do plan to bring back some type of league.
Yeah.
They just don't know when, how, or how they're gonna run it.
Yep.
But it seems like they've talked about this to orgs and about them coming back eventually.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't. You see, some of these teams have still have their. They're not completely dead,
It's
but they're
not
not.
franchised anymore. It's going back to the old. Like we have different tournament organizers like ESL or MLG if they were still around, stuff like that.
Hmm.
But Overwatch League is not the only big league to die actually this week. Yeah, have you heard of the game Quake? No, Quake is one of the older video games, and Quake esports shut down. They're another. They aren't as big as they used to be. Clearly, since you don't even know about them, but they shut down, and the details behind it are. I mean, the support has been kind of low. Viewership has been abysmal. There's not much funding in the scene anymore. So, it's one of the older esports. You could say it's old, like StarCraft type old. It's been going on for decades, but it's fallen down. So we're seeing the effects again of esports winter hitting us live.
I
Uh,
didn't know anything about that.
yeah.
My thing was
Oh yeah.
out of my knowledge, so that was all you there.
Yeah, exactly. But continuing on, back to COD. You've played the multiplayer for a little bit. Tell us about your thoughts. What are you thinking? How are you feeling?
It's I've been playing it a lot on and off stream. I've been streaming a lot more. I mean, you noticed it. It's probably the most I've ever streamed in. I've streamed like literally almost since the game dropped. I think I've streamed it. How many? So three days out of the four that the game's been out, or no, not even.
Yeah.
The game came out Thursday night. I streamed it. I didn't stream Fridays. So I streamed 3 days. I guess I streamed 3 days of the game,
Hmm.
and I've been having so much fun. Feels like MW 2019 playing old school maps. Is the most fun I've had in a long time on the game. And that's hard to say. Recently, due to the COD titles and stuff like that, and it's just I don't know. Something about this COD has just rejuvenated my love for COD again. I've always liked COD. I just never loved it like I did back in the day.
Mm,
The games were simple. I mean, this game's complex as shit. Still, with the whole armory thing, it's just a long process. But
yeah.
I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed playing these old school maps that have been remastered. That brings out, I guess, when I was a little kid, I used to watch my cousins play these maps,
Yeah.
and it's just weird to think that now I'm playing them and they're watching me play these maps.
Mm,
It's been a long way coming, a journey.
yep.
Thank God that they listen this time on the community. The game feels good. They did take a lot of feedback from the beta, so that's good to know that they're listening. But I do believe this is majority mostly on Microsoft now becoming full ownership of Activision.
Hmm.
So it makes sense that there's a lot more like feedback and listening from the community.
Yeah.
So it's good. I've been enjoying the game. I loved it. I've been grinding so hard that I'm like maybe 10 levels off from maxing out the level.
Jeez. Okay.
Uh, Literally I'm almost done with the battle pass. Even though it's a continuation from last, but yeah, I've been playing the heck out of this game.
Hmm.
Um, I've been enjoying it. It's just so much fun that I've like. I haven't had this much fun playing COD.
I mean, you've been streaming it for hours on end. Like, I haven't seen you live this
Very
long
too,
for a
yeah.
while.
And it's shown in my like my growth with my following recently too.
Hmm.
Just because I've been more active, and I did say that I was gonna try to play the game a lot more
Yeah.
on stream. I did promise I was gonna stream more. Um, so it's good to keep up with my promise. So I will be streaming it later tonight, obviously for a couple hours. Um, but yeah, the game's good though. I won't drag on too much. The game's really good, and I'm having fun, and it feels great. Guns feel great. The movement feels good.
Hmm.
And the COD lobbies are back.
All right. That's good. That's good. It sounds like, because
Everyone knows what
I mean,
the COD lobbies are.
after
Yeah.
the abysmal launch to the campaign, it's good to see at least the multiplayer side, which is, I mean, I guess the heart and soul of COD games these days is at least seeming to be good. From your expertise, I mean, you've played basically every COD at this point, so if you're saying it's
Almost.
good, I'm assuming that it's good.
Yeah. I've enjoyed it, dude. I've been. I'm just saying. I haven't played. I haven't played a COD like this in such a long time. The last time I remember grinding a COD
Hmm.
was MW 2019, and that was the year with the whole problems I went through,
Yeah.
and the COD was just the only thing that kept me. And then COVID hit, and then a bunch of stuff with my like personal problems that I went through.
Hmm.
I just been Kai was like just there for me to help me, and it was the last time I had like a decent amount of fun. I mean, we played it a lot. I mean, we played it MW 2019 a lot, so surprised you were playing it a lot with me.
Yeah.
Just something I just didn't expect. But yeah, that was pretty much the last time. Cold War was good, but it's just I wasn't having that much fun because I didn't really have that many people playing with.
Yep.
Uh, I enjoyed the game though, but this game I've been playing with a 5 man recently, and then I've been playing by myself. Uh, Seems like I've this game is like not boring. There's a
Hmm.
lot of things, challenges you could do, stuff you can unlock. It's just a lot of stuff in the game that you could do that is refreshing and a little bit annoying, but it's a good annoying. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's good. And, I got
No,
nothing
that
else to
sounds
say.
good.
I just don't got the game's really good. It's just like you said, the campaign was mixed reviews from people. I didn't have a problem with it. It's just the style that they gave it just wasn't it. Um, I didn't like the way they projected it. Multiplayer is good. I have yet to play the zombies yet. I'm not a big zombies like player. Zombies, I guess grinder like these people say. Um, but I will try it eventually. But right now I'm playing the multiplayer and it's really good.
Yep.
Uh, I want to start playing S&D soon. But yeah, it's a good game.
That
Too
sounds good.
much I gotta say.
Sounds good. I guess we'll see if they can keep it up throughout the rest of the year. But
Yes.
our next topic is Crew Esports, one of the biggest esports organizations. If you did not know, have you heard of Crew?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they have Messi as their co-owner.
Yeah, not surprised because the owner of it, goddamn Aguero,
Yeah.
One of Messi's best friends from the Argentina days.
Yeah.
I was trying to say Argentina, but I was saying Argentinian. So yes, they are good friends, and I'm guessing Aguero came up to him, talked to him about the idea.
Probably.
It's a good thing. It's just another name in the esports world that could help. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna help a lot,
It's not gonna help
having
Crew. They
Messi,
already have a lot of eyes on them.
but this will just give more eyes and then more people of Messi fans that didn't know about esports.
Yep.
So,
No, it's cool things for
I
esports.
mean, it was just a little like thing that was tucked under the rug. It wasn't like nothing big.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just, I mean, they're already big, and then adding Messi just, I mean, it didn't make them bigger, but it did give them a little more eyes and more attention.
Mhm.
So, uh,
That's all cool. It's good news for
other than that,
Crew. Good news for esports. One of the better news things to happen in esports world during this esports winter. But with that, we transition to our next topic, Halo. We got two, and we'll start off with the new Halo season that's been. I mean, it's really not so new anymore. This is like the last week of this season. But what are you feeling? How are you feeling about season 5 of Infinite? Because I feel like it's been good. I've enjoyed this. I feel like we've talked about this already, but I've enjoyed it. I think we were saying that we need to play more Bandit Stars to see how it is, and I feel like Bandits are fine. Just that they need to fix some things with server side, like blank shots. But besides that,
spawns,
spawns, yeah,
spawns,
spawns,
get rid
yeah,
of spawn, bro. This is probably like the best thing that Halo's done. Adding betting starts. I mean, it's been exposing a lot of people that um, who thought they were good with the VR, and then I don't know. Something about the single shot weapon meta in Halo just seems right compared to
yep,
like the battle rifle and stuff. I don't know. I think because of H5 with the pistols,
mm-hmm,
I think it's just Halo just feels more natural like that, and it's just literally playing like five again. The movement's not advanced, but it's not useless. The movement's pretty good in this game, and bandits help. And then it's the game. I've actually crazy to think that I've had more fun playing this Halo season than I've had in any of the recent ones.
oh yeah,
Especially with you saying, "Oh, don't worry, the season's gonna be making better. The game's gonna get better."
yeah.
They fumble. They say, "Oh no, the next season there's promise." Fumble. You finally got it right after a year and a half.
It was bound to happen at some point, and I'm happy it happened finally. We have a Halo that feels like Halo. It runs mostly great. Obviously, it still has the same issues as most Halos. At least the recent ones, like blank melee sometimes. You you have gotten ninja a lot recently, but it hasn't actually been a ninja if we go back and look at the tapes.
Can
Like we said,
we? Can I get this out? I need someone at Halo or what is it?
343.
E343. I need an answer, dog. Y'all have a vendetta against me since H5. Because everything I've done, I've gotten shot through walls. I've gotten back smacked from the guy being in front of me. You saw the clip. I showed you it.
Yeah.
It was on my stream. Blank melees, blank shots. Um, rubber banding to a different map.
You lag out
Uh,
more than anybody I've ever seen.
I've I've let down. I've had bad luck with Halo from the start.
Yep.
So anyone at 343 or anyone that works at Microsoft, I have to go up at this point because I've gone through so much that even Mokhtar doesn't know how I go through it, and no one goes through it more than I do on a daily basis.
Yep.
This game has a vendetta against me, and I don't know why, and I haven't done anything wrong. All I said is I'm gonna go play COD, the game I'm meant to be playing. Then I'll come and play Halo when I need to. And I think because I said that, they've had a vendetta against me.
It wants you
So
to
three
stick
for
with.
three. Tell me what's wrong.
They want you to stop playing COD. You gotta stick to Halo.
No, no. No, I will not.
No,
Respectfully, I will
it's
not.
your home, your real home.
No, years was my real home. And guess what happened to that?
Yeah, they kind of fell out, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's like that. But
Speaking of bound, let's talk
Gears
about.
has fell off, but maybe Penguin's gear tag maybe has not fallen off.
Oh my god, that was your transition to
I
this
had,
next.
I don't know,
When you
man.
said bound is like speaking of bound, they're his team. Like I thought you would.
Nah, no, no.
But anyways, um, continue on with Halo.
Yeah,
Halo roster mania began, but only began with one team making a change
yep,
as of right now. As we're speaking, SSG or Space Station Gaming made a roster change, dropping Penguin. I don't know if we talked about this. I don't think we did because
no,
we didn't.
I
We
don't think
weren't.
so.
We didn't.
No.
So I think we didn't talk about it last week. Good thing we didn't. Because a lot of more stuff happened.
Yeah,
It seems like they're doing something. They're look. I don't know what direction they're going with. Um, Obviously, I think Penguin's gonna end up on a team anyways. He's a really good player.
yep.
Um, but it seems like my boy Penguin retired and decided to change his name to Dead Zones
Yeah, he's reincarnated now
and
again.
reincarnated. But I don't know if this is a good thing because according to Mokhtar, when he had that gamer tag, he wasn't that elite.
Anytime that Penguin goes to gamer tag that's not Penguin, like Sub Zero, he falls off pretty hard.
That one's so clean though.
Yeah, but
But
he's
yeah,
not that. He's Penguin. If he's not Penguin, it doesn't work.
but yeah,
So,
he over the the couple the week. I wouldn't say a week. I don't know. So check. Um, he changed his gamer tag. He decided to drop the whole Penguin gamer tag and go by Dead Zones again. So I will not be calling him that. I will still be calling him Penguin. I don't care what no one says. I don't care if they get mad at me. I will still call him Penguin because I am not calling someone Dead Zone. That's
yep.
what I do to my controller when I'm playing COD. I
We
change my
change our
Dead
dead
Zone.
zones, yeah.
So
So,
respectfully, I'm not changing. I'm not calling him. When they say, "Oh, Dead Zone," oh,
nah,
it's
it's
Penguin.
Penguin.
I will say Penguin no matter what. He's playing with an alt account. That's
Yeah, that's about it. But
um.
going to
Nothing much.
yeah, that's about it for Halo. On to the big news of the week. Why I'm wearing this
We're
jersey.
expanding, baby. We're going
T1.
into OnlyFans. No,
No.
I'm joking. Yeah.
On the League of Legends side, T1 is making their sixth league finals, and there's been 12 worlds, which means they've been present in
Half of
half
them.
of all of them.
Why did you think about that? When
I
you
just
said
want to make sure
12, half.
Faker has
Yeah.
been to 12 not the 12. He's been to 6 world finals, and he's been to at minimum 8 to 9 world semis. Like, the dude has been present in all of world's history. And he's
Yep.
potentially on his track to win his fourth. And if he does, he would be 4-2 at World's Finals. Right now, he's 3-2, which is insane.
And he will go and beat the guy who beat him for the three-peat in the final. Right?
Well, no, that's what happened tonight. He beat Ruler, who beat him back in 2017. That was
Sorry.
about to be
Sorry.
his
My
back to
fault. My
back to
fault.
back. But
Yes, my fault. I forgot.
yeah.
I'm still like
Faker crushed Ruler.
half full.
Ruler made a play tonight. And it was the same play that happened in 2017 that cost Faker the win in 2017 to win his back to back to back worlds. Faker adapted and knew how to respond to that play tonight using the exact same champions that like went up against each other in the head to head.
It's literally like the rematch from that 2017.
Yeah.
But in present time, and Faker went from one of the best players in the league to the god of esports of league to the unkillable demon to if you want to win worlds, you have to beat the king of league, which is the king of worlds. Because when he's at worlds, he's like the best player there, and he's always consistent. They always make it a semis.
Yep.
He's the most consistent player there, and there's nothing about it. And I'm tired of like I barely started watching league, and everything Mokhtar's told me that people are calling him washed.
Yep.
He can't do it no more. My guy has made it to the semifinals of every world he's played, and that's final. And you can't call him washed. And he's playing not even at 100%.
No.
And he just dominated this. Like Like it wasn't like think about it, he's not playing at 100%. We
Faker had his
literally
like best performance since like 2015 tonight. He was the player of the series tonight. The man was arguably the best player on the entire game tonight. Like it was just you look at people in esports who have careers that are like 5, 6 years, and you're like you can see them slowing down. He's not slowing down. He's in his 11th year. He's going strong. He's going really strong. So
you know how people reach their prime? He's like he reached prime and he just stayed there.
yeah, exactly.
And there's times where he'll go up a little bit and then like go back to like normal state again.
Hmm?
But like someone I guess Faker's lowest is like someone's prime, which could it's insane. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like Faker's like worst year could be someone's best year.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if that makes sense. Like I don't know.
The
I might
best
sound
thing
faded.
about like Faker is that he has so many years of experience of playing mid lane that even when he's struggling in lane, his him being the team's main shot caller can change everything. Like we saw it when he was gone from T1 during the end of the summer split. They had no shot caller, they fell apart completely. Moment he came back, turned the whole team around. He's been back since at Worlds. T1 has smoked people left and right, teams that arguably should have beat them. JDG was projected to win Worlds this year. They were on, I think you saw the thing, they were on their golden road, their path to glory. And T1 said, no, all roads lead to Faker. You gotta beat me first to win. And they got 3-1.
Just so y'all know, Mokhtar's literally saying what Faker said.
Yeah.
There's like a whole video on it too. Even last year's World, remember when who was it, 369 was like I would be the one to send Korea or LCK back home or what was it? What did he say?
He said, I will be the first team to send T1 home with them losing to a Chinese team. He said the same thing last night again, and he still got 3-1 again. It's the
Yeah.
same result as last year, but T1 looked a lot stronger this year. So I'm going to say it now. T1 is winning Worlds.
The only reason why Mokhtar's saying this is because there's no real story behind the other team. Like DRX had a reason. The last dance. They literally were saying the last dance leads to you would have their last dance. You literally have to go against the face that runs the place, Faker, and obviously my guy finessed everybody about his retirement because he just came back and then he should have retired because I mean they didn't really do much at Worlds this year. They were gone instantly.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. But last year they were running on like pure passion. They
Mm-hmm.
wanted to win for him because it was his last dance. Well, well, that fucking BS literally didn't mean anything because the dance must go on after. And guess what? The dance stopped. My boy is crying. He went home. He thought he could do it again. Skedaddle out.
Yeah.
And guess what? And guess what? Guess who's in the final again?
The story is that T1 is here to break their finals curse finally. It's been 3 years that they just have not been able to win in the finals domestically or internationally.
Let's see. The last three finals they've been well let's see. They've lost. Wait, the last three finals they played.
Yep.
They lost
Worlds finals lost. MSI
last year.
finals they
Wait,
didn't
last year
make
they
it.
lost.
Yep.
No, but like, I'm talking about like in the finals.
Last year, it was spring split finals against Genji, lost. MSI finals, lost. Fall, the summer split finals, lost. Worlds finals, lost.
If you
This
think
year
about it,
again.
Faker went trophyless last year.
Yep. This year again, spring split finals, lost. MSI got out in semis. Asian games. It wasn't T1, but it was mostly the same players. They did win. Summer
Literally
split finals.
three-fifths of T1 was on that roster.
Yeah. And then summer finals, again, lost to Genji. Worlds in finals. Can T1 finally break the streak and win? Because apparently the one team that they cannot beat is Genji, and Genji has been packed a long time ago. T1 doesn't lose to Chinese teams at Worlds. Weibo Gaming is a Chinese team, and they're in the finals. T1 has smoked every Chinese team at Worlds. They're the only one left. And they're supposed to be the weakest Chinese team.
I'm here for a good storyline. That's all I care about.
If Weibo win, I think this is a bigger upset than DRX because there's no hype behind Weibo.
And you better hope they don't.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll see. I mean, we're gonna talk about it next week on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be
I think.
recording like the day right after Worlds, so
I think I'm not sure depending on my co-host over here's plans
no,
and
we'll
chugging
be
up
back next
content.
week. But
Um,
like I
yeah,
said, T1's winning Worlds easily. It's already written in stone. But to move
said
on
that.
to our
Said that
general
said
news.
that last year.
Yep. No, I know. But last year was hype despite T1 losing Worlds. So,
Listen, I want y'all to know that last year it was the first time I've ever heard Mokhtar curse, and it was and this rarely happens. He doesn't curse at all, anywhere, any place, anywhere. When he called me and he cursed, I knew this hurt him more than anything compared to like the other losses he's lost in Worlds.
hmm
This one hurt him more, and I don't blame him because of the way they lost. They're like what point something seconds away from winning the whole thing.
it was a second or two from just it going the other way. That was
So
it.
yeah, it was pretty insane. I watched I watched it, but I was like half awake. But I like watched like the ending. I was like, and then you called me, and then you cursed. I'm like, oh, yeah, I would have felt the same way. So hopefully I get to watch Faker lift the trophy for the first time at Worlds.
Oh yeah,
I've yet to see
yeah.
him lift one. I haven't seen him lift the trophy at all.
hmm
Um, I mean, besides the gold medal, but I really couldn't watch it. We're not gonna talk about the sacred word that we can't use because we do stuff legally here.
Yep.
Um, so hopefully I get to see that and how a world's final is celebrated. Because after T1 loss, I turned it off. I didn't watch the celebration.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah,
So
this Saturday, hopefully we'll see T1 lift their fourth trophy. Faker with his fourth trophy, and we'll go from there. But
he'll go down as the greatest of all time.
he already is. He'll go down as
No, like no one's getting close to that ever. Like you can't. Like you already said, it's hard to even win two.
yeah,
Like three, and if he wins this, it's four.
yeah.
Like then, like no one's catching up. Like active players, not. I mean, not a single player.
Have you
Think about it.
realized
If he won it
since?
last year
Yeah.
and he would have won it and he wins it this year,
hmm
he would have five.
I mean, ever since T1 lost Worlds in 2017, a new organization has won Worlds every year. There's been no repeats at all. T1 is the only org to win it more than once. So they've got themselves already set up for it. Like they're already the dynasty, and they're expanding their domain every time they play. So League
Feel bad
Esports
for all
already
these
has
teams.
their king, and their king is making like an empire.
Yeah, and now that he doesn't have to leave for military service anymore, he'll keep going until he wants to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Which we don't know how long he wants to play. Um, I think he'll play until like 30 something, like 30.
Yeah, I see. I would be so surprised if he retires after winning this year. I think everybody would. Like you won the Asian Games, like I'm
I
done.
don't I don't think he retires. I
No,
don't.
he stays for a while. T1 will convince him to stay for a while. He's their face. Lee literally Riot will convince him to stay longer because he's the face of
They're
their whole
literally about to
esport.
pull a Messi. We'll pay your salary as long as you play.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt it gets there because I don't think. I mean, in no interviews he's ever like hinted it or contemplated like thought about it
Mm-hmm.
like retirement. I don't think he's ever like even brought it up once
No.
in any interviews. I mean, last year, I kind of thought that was it. I thought he would have just, but I mean, I guess they get another run because they were all rookies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, they were sophomores, right?
Yeah, because they already played a year together.
This would be the longest roster they played with, and if they win World, if they do make a change, which I don't think they will because of how good they're playing right now. I don't think we talked about it before. We talked about it in our other podcast.
Yeah.
Um, that we were like, will they make a change? I mean, who would they? Will they make a 2-player change, 3-player change? Obviously, if they would make a change, they wouldn't. They would keep Faker, obviously, and they would keep Carrier.
Hmm.
Um, but now, like from watching them play, I mean, they've been all been playing really good. But it's
No,
just one individual when he gets to the final, he doesn't play how he should be. So
he's got his chance this week. It's do or die,
and he
quite
literally
literally.
said in the interview recently, he was like, "It's my time to give back to the people." And from how it made it sound like the interview, like I watched the interview and um, I mean, yeah, it feels like he's like he wants to rewrite what happened last.
Mhm.
That's what their mentality is: rewrite last year, not what happened 2 years ago, not what happened this year. They want to rewrite last year. So they literally their mentality was, we're gonna go to the final, no matter what, no matter how bad we are going to the finals, and we're gonna rewrite what happened last year.
Yep.
That's their mentality going into this year. That's what their mentality was.
Yep.
And if last year would have told me T1 would have not made it to the final, you would have been crazy. Because that would have motivated me to go. Because they were literally close from winning it,
Yep.
and they trolled. They kind of trolled the last little game with their
T1's
draft.
biggest issue, and we even saw it during tonight's game against JDG, is when they do troll drafts. They need to stop doing troll drafts. They could have easily 3-0'd JDG. They could have 3-0'd DRX if they didn't troll draft last year. They've
Yeah.
started to learn, but they still do it every once in a while. And that's the only concerning factor for T1 that I have going into their match against Weibo.
Okay, let's just say they go up 2-0 with a good draft, and they say, for this third game, we're gonna try something.
No, don't do.
No, you just want
Don't.
them to
You're
go.
in the finals. Stop
Don't give them
trying
hope,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like in the quarters or like the semis. They go up 2-0.
But they were
They're
only a
like,
1-0 when they started troll drafting, and they got gapped stupid hard on the second game.
I think if they just don't start trolling with draft and
Yeah.
they start playing, if they just play the game like they should,
They'll be
then
fine.
they'll be fine.
Yeah.
They're
They,
like the best team in the game.
they
They're the
try to
most consistent
style on
team.
people, which is the problem.
Bro, they style on people even more when they play like normally.
No, I know.
Um,
That's what all they can still style on people. Like they just have to play normally. Don't style on people with things that don't work. So T1 should be fine as long as they stay calm and collected. They don't underestimate Weibo and they draft normally. But I say T1 wins Worlds this week, and they'll have a 4th star going on their jersey next year. Is all I'm gonna say. Oh.
Faker will have 4. He'll go down as the untouchable. No one's catching up. No, it's like, think of it like a player winning 4 World Cups, and he's the only player. He plays with different rosters every time he plays the World Cup and he wins it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say he's won it 4. And, I mean, how many people in the world of soccer/football have won multiple World Cups?
Like
Pele's won.
one, yes. That's the only one I can think of.
There's another one.
So maybe like two, maybe two, three at most.
I'm gonna just say 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Pele is the one who has the most
Mm-hmm.
because of how good Brazil were and how good. I mean, yeah. Uh, so it's like it's not something common. Well, in the game of the world of esports, winning, I guess from how Mukter says, winning worlds is like not the easiest thing for just a player to win more than once,
Yep.
but to win it 3 is already a lot more.
For most players, it is their defining feature before they retire or they kind of fade off to the side. But Faker, nah, he just keeps going. So the king is here, like I said, and he'll win another one. Don't worry about it. But to continue to our general news, two of the biggest superhero series are coming out at the same time, releasing episodes weekly. The Boys and Invincible, which have been talking to each other on Twitter lately, which is kind of funny because they have like very similar vibes. I told you should watch Invincible, but it seems that both seasons for both of them are going off to a good start. I know the Boys hasn't officially started yet. They're still like
Next year, next summer.
yeah, they're just
Um,
showing like teasers and like they're encouraging people to watch Gen
uh,
V. But Invincible has released their second episode, and so far it's a pretty strong season.
is it really?
You need to watch. You like the Boys. You would love Invincible.
I love the boys. I do.
You would.
I mean, besides the weird, like the weird stuff they do, I like it though. It's just a bunch of rogue heroes. Like if heroes were rogue instead of like how the movie industry their heroes and all this, but not all of them are like that. You know, obviously every character portrays a person in real life, or like not real life, but like from
Think of
uh
Invincible as a combination of The Boys, Spider Man, and
the
Superman all
Flash.
together,
Uh,
and you got Invincible. I legitimately think you would like it. It's on Amazon. You have Amazon.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I really do. I just haven't. I watched the first two episodes of season one. I just never continued watching it. I mean, maybe I'm missing out. I don't know.
Okay.
I just like shows more than like obviously it's a show, but like I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, the obviously the you said Invincible already announced. I mean, they're already releasing their season.
Hmm.
The boys already teased their season for next year.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's crazy to think that all Homelander and Omni Man are now in Mortal Kombat. So pretty ironic that, or ironic is that the right word?
Yeah. Since they're both series.
Yeah. So that Homelander, their main evil superpower rogue character, is in Mortal Kombat with Omni Man, or that's what you say, right? Omni
Yeah. Omni
Man,
Man. Yeah.
who is also the same as Homelander, but a little more OP, I would say.
Well, Homelander is like a nerfed Superman. Omni Man is straight up Superman.
But even triple nerd or no buff.
Yeah, he's
No,
like buff super because he doesn't have the kryptonite weakness.
yeah,
Yeah. We
yeah,
know who would win that
crazy.
fight. Let's be real here.
Superman.
Well, Superman's not in it,
Uh,
but
oh, we're talking about the Homelander and
yeah, Homelander,
yeah.
Omni Man.
Oh, it's
Omni
the Omni
Man
Man.
wins that fight.
Yeah, not even like maybe. I mean, it would be cool, but I don't think it's gonna happen. You
No, yeah, of course not.
know.
But
Hmm.
yeah, besides the boys, another big news in the world of media: the writer's strike has officially come to an end.
Which
Con-
is funny because we talked about the podcast literally towards the end. We're like, we don't know when the writing strike's gonna end. Next day,
no,
it's
it was not.
in.
It was the
I'm like,
same day.
oh, it was literally like an hour after we recorded the podcast, like an
Yeah, an hour or
hour
two after, I was like, the writer's strike has come to an end. I'm just sitting here like, are you kidding me?
while he was editing the podcast. He saw that and sent it to me. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, let's re-record the podcast again. And I was like, we'll talk about it next week. So everything's outdated, and we're not caught up to date technically. But yeah, it's good. Finally, we can get back on track with movies. Um, as y'all, I mean, I don't know if y'all heard, but as of right now, the only Marvel movie coming out next year is Deadpool,
No, there's
like
another
action wise, and
one.
then obviously
Uh,
the Spider-Man Miles Morales movies March. Pretty sure.
I thought
And
there was
The Marvels just came out too. The Miss Marvels
Miss
came
Mar.
out this week,
Yeah, it came out this week.
which I didn't even know. I
I've
was
been
straight up, I
seeing
didn't
actually
know.
a lot of trailers for it the past few
I
weeks.
have not seen anything.
Wait, really? Okay.
Yes, thought it was a show.
Oh,
So,
yeah, Deadpool comes out on July 26th of next year. Venom 3 is November 8th of next year.
well, supposedly
Yeah.
it's not confirmed, but the only one confirmed is obviously the Deadpool one, and
Mhm.
then the Miles Morales one. But it's really not. I mean, do you really? I mean, I'll consider it Marvel because it's Marvel, obviously, but.
Yeah, but like not
But
like
like
Disney
Marvel,
Marvel.
that is yeah, that
Yeah. That's wild, though. No really big Disney Marvel films next. Besides Deadpool, because they fully own the Deadpool title now.
And
Uh,
then yeah, so it's
those mostly just TV shows. That would be the thing. That's wild. I
yeah.
mean, I think it's a good thing to have a break for
Boy,
the
let me tell
movies.
you that Loki ending was insane.
For what?
Boy, I cried.
For what?
The Loki
Oh,
season
did you
2
caught up?
ending. Yes, I
Okay,
cried. I
spoiler warning. Spoiler warning for Loki season 2.
I
Loki
cried.
has become a god. That's what he wanted. He got his glorious purpose. But he did at the end of the show, he actually didn't want to fulfill his glorious purpose anymore because he had his relationship with his friends. But the only way he could save his friends is by sacrificing himself.
The god of mischief. Mischiefs? Is that what you say?
Mischief, yeah.
Mischief, sorry.
So we've seen
Became
OG
now
Loki.
go ahead.
OG Loki is dead by Thanos. And Avengers Endgame Loki is now holding together the entire MCU.
But this doesn't confirm that he's written off because from how they made it sound, he's going to be in the King Dynasty movie.
Mhm.
There's no way. There. I mean, it's literally. He said it. He's like, I've seen you. Oh fuck! I don't. I don't want to spoil it,
We're
bro.
already
I
talking about
don't.
spoilers. Go ahead.
But obviously, he's like, how many times have you done this? And then he was like, how did you know? Obviously, that man knows everything,
Yeah.
and so he's Jesus Christ. There's so much to take in. You have to watch it to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My boy became instead of he became the god of stories. That's what they called him.
Yeah.
But he's now they call him a hero because obviously he put all the timelines. My boy became a tree, and he's gonna but if you don't know, you probably I don't know if you know. But technically this is also connected with the nine realms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Thor and because
Yeah,
the tree was like supposed to represent Yggdrasil, which is like the 9 realms of all the I forgot the name of their species.
one is
Asgardian realms and all that
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So um, obviously this is the end of Loki because we thought it was the end from when Thanos went turned him into a pretzel.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back as a different, and then the variants. I mean, there's different variants of my guy.
Yeah.
So obviously, we know this is the end of Loki. We know there's gonna be. Obviously, they might not film no more shows, but he's gonna be in the movies.
Yeah, I think this Loki season 2 is supposed to be the end of the Loki series. So, but
Which
considering that
I
the next Marvel MCU stuff is supposed to deal with the multiverse and he's the one holding it together now, he's gonna have to show up at some point. Be it, even if it's a small role, he'll still have to be present.
he was like, "Hello, my brother.
He's
I
like, I thought you were
become.
dead.
I am now the god of story.
Yeah, literally.
We could be together, literally." But
Forever.
yeah, it's insane. You should definitely go watch it.
It's the
I
best
took me
Marvel
a
thing that
little.
came out this year. Cough cough.
Yeah, no, I think it's the best thing they've released in general.
In a
You thought
while,
She-Hulk was good?
I
Hell no.
haven't even watched She-Hulk.
Don't watch it. Terrible.
Oh
CGI
no.
is terrible. The best thing they had that came out of show wise was I mean obviously WandaVision.
WandaVision is good.
Um
Secret Invasion was fine. It was fine. The ending didn't hit completely, but it was
oh
fine.
yeah, I forgot. I didn't remember about that. It's because I watched it and then I just forgot the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't make sense. It
Hawkeye,
makes
I liked
sense.
Hawkeye. Actually, people don't talk
Uh,
about it, but I like Hawkeye. Yeah, you're not
yeah.
feeling it?
It was alright. I mean, but from what I've like what's more like Marvel based would be WandaVision or obviously
What about Moon Knight? That one was good.
that movie. No, that it was a show, right?
Yeah.
Thought it was a movie, but the fucking CGI was horrendous.
In
You
Moon Knight?
cannot.
What do you mean?
Are we talking about the same one?
Moon Knight, the one that the
The
dude who
one
wearing the white suit that can change.
you tell, bro? What? Dude, that come on, bro. Be
No,
honest.
no, no,
The
no,
show
no,
was
no.
good, but you can't tell me the CGI was good,
It was. What are you talking about? Did we watch the same Moon Knight?
bro. Please tell me you're trolling, right?
Oh, I don't remember it looking like this. To be fair. Oh. You know, maybe sometimes when I'm really into something, I ignore sometimes the bad CGI. I didn't realize it looked iffy at some parts. My bad. Okay, Moon Knight might have not looked the best, but its script and storytelling was one of the best that Marvel has done.
Yeah, but this Loki thing it's the
Loki's
best
just
thing.
peak of their TV shows. I think it's better than WandaVision, to be fair.
I think so too. But I think WandaVision and Loki are like the best thing that came out.
Yeah.
Like those are definitely top two.
But I'd say for
And
things that have come out after Avengers Endgame, their best two things have been the Tom Holland Spider-Man film and Loki, easily.
no, Doctor Strange. You don't think Doctor Strange was good? I thought
The
Doctor Strange
more
was
I look
amazing.
back at Multiverse of Madness, I
That
kind
shit was
of
a horror movie. That thing was a horror
it's
movie.
I kind of don't care for it that much anymore. Nah,
Watch, you're gonna regret it. No, that it's gonna be important. Watch. No,
no,
you
I
got
mean
three
it'll
hours.
be important, but like, it just isn't. I don't think it's as memorable as the first Doctor Strange film.
Oh yeah, yeah, you got a point. You got a point.
Yeah.
I mean, my boy, what's it called? The one that turned in somebody to spaghetti, blew someone up without even making them do anything.
You talking
I mean
about
that,
spaghetti? We saw so much spaghettification in Loki that I like didn't want to look at my screen anymore.
dude. I
It looks it looks weird,
yeah. Let's
but
see.
yeah.
Yeah, good sheet. Focus, focus,
You
focus.
yeah, you just blurred out of existence. So you turning into spaghetti?
I hope not. One did the. I didn't mean it.
Oh,
Hot. I don't know.
all right.
I
Well,
don't.
yeah. Besides Loki, we're gonna end off with our last, as usual, which happens to still somehow talk about Twitter because they somehow learn how to ruin the site each time. Um, Elon Musk and Twitter have floated about removing hashtags from Twitter. I'm not sure if he knows what this means for the site as a whole because the trending tab. I don't know, runs off of hashtags. So
You run off hashtags, bro.
like the one of
Ignore.
the biggest things about threads not being functioning is that they don't have hashtags, which would tie into a trending tab where you can see what's trending worldwide. If Twitter were to remove hashtags, it would be really hard to follow up with not certain with a lot of things, and it would change the dynamic of however they would want to construct a trending tab. So I'm not sure why Elon is so hell bent on ruining Twitter.
I mean, this is how you get your stuff out there too. Your tweet, your post.
So many people use like
Mm,
small Twitch streamer, Twitch partner, Kick streamer, whatever, to get their Twitters looked at and people to jump into the stream. Or like when a series is trending, hashtag Loki, hashtag season finale. Like the
Just
hashtags
so you
are
could,
essential
just
to
so you can
Twitter.
see what's going around on that category. Like what? It's pretty insane. But
He finds a new way every few weeks to just be like, this is how I ruin this website even further. Now watch me actually do it. So I don't know, man. What do you think?
It's gonna start becoming a little useless, and all that money Elon dropped on it gonna go to waste.
Maybe.
I mean, I want Elon to succeed. Camera's pissing me off. What do I do? Just
I,
turn it on, and turn it back off
yeah,
quick.
you can try that real quick. Go ahead and get. Oh,
Sorry to the viewers, but yeah, the more Elon just messes up Twitter, there you go. It just it just makes me not want to use it.
hmm
I mean, I rarely use Twitter, especially during the off season. No one's really talking about it when stuff gets going.
yeah.
Or so I do. This Twitter doesn't really uh, catch my attention anymore because of like what he's doing to it.
Yeah.
Everything that he talked about just doesn't sound like it's in a it's heading to a good direction.
hmm
Uh, he just wants to try to make his money back, and it's not the right way to do it.
No, not at all. But it's what we're stuck with, so we'll just have to see how long Twitter decides to actually survive.
Bro, what I feel like, listen to this. This might sound childish, so we can end the stream off, right?
Yep. Well, actually, I have two more things. Let me say two things before you say that. Quick
Okay.
sports rapid fire. UGA smoked Ole Miss, and Atlanta United got smoked by
Trash.
Columbus Crew.
They're trash. They just got smoked. We'll see. We're about to see the clash of the Titans.
Yep. Atlanta versus
Alabama
Alabama SEC
versus
Championship.
Georgia.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium, December 2nd. But the other rapid fire
You
was
got
Atlanta
those?
United got smoked by
Uh,
Columbus.
this has to make you at least somewhat nervous.
Alabama?
Yeah, this is probably the best team y'all gonna play this year.
I know, but
Anyone y'all play in the playoffs, y'all smoke. It doesn't matter.
depends how we play against Tennessee. If we smoke Tennessee, smooth sailing rest of the year.
Tennessee beat. Wait, did Tennessee beat Georgia? Or, I mean, Alabama?
They beat Alabama.
Okay, yeah, so it's fine.
If we beat Tennessee, smooth sailing, no fear.
Yeah, because Ole Miss would probably be supposed to be the last team, the hard team y'all played, and
Yep.
just blew them out. So
Yep.
it don't really matter. Georgia's gonna win it all. Go Dogs!
Exactly.
I hate to
But
say those things.
that's the only
But
good Georgia team right now. Because like I was saying, Atlanta United is out. Their MLS playoff is over.
you just
They
got
lost to
slammed. I
Columbus
was
4-2.
well. I don't know. I was like this half of the time. Like a lot. I was looking at the game. The game was going on. Yeah, they sold heavy. Fire the coach because that man is terrible.
How
He
many
doesn't know what
coaches
he's
are we
doing.
about to go through in like the 4 years
Dude,
we're at?
he is terrible. He doesn't know what to coach. Get rid of players. Our team is in shambles. Absolute shame. Bring back my boy Joseph Martinez. Go buy El Marone again.
But to be
Pay a
fair
bunch
though,
of
this
money.
is our best result from Atlanta in 4 years. We were really bad just a year ago.
He's dude.
Remember when we had the Dutch coach and everyone was like, he's gonna turn it around, and we just went downhill from there?
We didn't give him time. We
I'm
gave
just
him what
saying.
a year and a half. That's not enough time, bro.
No,
We
I
gave the
know.
other guy, the dude from Netherlands. I don't remember, but I just know that it was like it's either me or Joseph Martinez. Well, guess what, buddy? You got sacked.
Yeah, but
Guess
also
what?
Joseph Martinez is on a team that didn't even qualify for the MLS playoffs. And who else was on that team?
You can't say the reason why Miami didn't qualify because of Messi.
Yes,
Messi joined when they were on the bottom.
yeah, and they're like, if we play Messi, we'll win. They don't play him for like 5 games in a row.
Because he doesn't. They don't want to play him on turf. Look, this is gonna be the most controversial thing, and that's gonna happen after the MLS season. And you're gonna see that they are going.
Your camera just died.
They are. I'll check. I'll check.
Come on, come on.
Jesus Christ. Don't be surprised if teams that play in the MLS that play on turf switch to grass because of the league. Just to protect Messi. Messi will not play on turf. We've seen it. We've seen him not play here. We've seen him not play in other stadiums. Played in a couple, and guess what? They've been grass. Miami. David Beckham knew that he was gonna get Messi from the get go.
Yep.
He was like, "I'm gonna just get grass, bro." Christ. And don't be surprised because now the NFL's thinking about it because of how many injuries. Bro, MetLife Stadium. Burn that stadium down. It's the worst luck ever. Anyone who plays in it gets hurt, rips their Achilles, tears their ACL by just standing or trying to move in. Bro, if y'all don't understand artificial grass or what is it? Artificial turf?
Good old
Sorry,
turf.
turf. Bro, you are literally stepping on concrete. I
It's
played
like
on that.
the
I
top
played
layer
on.
is plastic that looks and it's supposed to mimic grass. Underneath is like a rubber layer that is slapped on top of like a concrete base that's on the stadium floor.
And
So
then
depending
sand.
on how well it's maintained, that rubber layer might decay, and then you're just setting the plastic grass with concrete instead of the rubber in between. So
You're literally playing on concrete. And obviously, not saying this could help. It won't do the same thing on turf, on grass. But it's less likely to happen because you're not stepping on concrete every time.
I know turf tends to hold up well if teams do water it like a lot before games. I'm not sure how many teams actually do that. I know Atlanta does it, but I'm not sure if other teams do it consistently.
Um, yeah, so don't be surprised if you see a bunch of MLS teams just change their.
Changed it up.
So that means we might even change our field to
Yeah.
grass, which I don't know how we're gonna take care of it.
Considering that it's indoors, yeah, I don't know, man.
The Las Vegas Raiders have grass field and they maintain it. Have you seen that video?
I have not. I have to look at it later though.
Literally, the field drops. It's like a base. It's like like a little tape platform.
Yeah.
It drops and it rolls out into the sun where it's
Oh,
maintained
I've
and
seen
it has
that.
a sun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what we need.
They don't
That's what
have
they're gonna.
space for that in Atlanta. That's not happening.
Not yet. They will. They'll find a way. They'll find a way. They'll find a way to maintain that grass.
No, we'll
They
just make
will.
an artificial sun on the inside. That'll work.
That would be blazing hot,
I
brother.
know. But you had one more thing you want to add on, and you got to make it quick.
So what I was gonna say about Elon. So I was gonna say something about Elon ending Twitter, and this is the worst thing he's ever done besides SpaceX and Tesla. You did everything right with electric cars and the spaceships, but you can't take care of a damn simple, free, goddamn. But I feel like this might sound faded, but it might sound crazy, but you're gonna laugh. Imagine there's a meeting for a bunch of billionaires in a room.
Yep.
And they're like, we're gonna try to sabotage somebody. So Elon brought up the idea to Jeff Bezos as a joke. I'm just saying it as a joke. He's like, yo, I should buy Twitter. Jeff Bezos knows this is a failure. He's like, yeah, go ahead, buy it. No, I saw it on somewhere, but it's funny.
Mhm.
I just feel like imagine like it's just a room full of billionaires. They talk about what they want to buy,
Yeah.
and then they're like, Elon says the most out of pocket thing. They're like, yeah, you should buy it. And they're like, look at this idiot buying Twitter, and look at it go into shambles. It's weird, bro. Elon need to get his shit together, bro. I don't know what he's doing with Twitter. Twitter's gonna go to shambles, and there's no social media close to Twitter.
There's an
And
alternate timeline where Elon doesn't make the bid for Twitter, and Twitter is still owned by the previous dude.
what's crazy is he tried to back out, and then Twitter was willing. We're gonna sue him, so he went through with the deal. So he didn't get sued.
Yeah.
For more money.
And now Twitter's worth half of what it used to be just over a year ago. So I can't believe it's already been a year since he purchased Twitter, because it was in November of last year. So wild times have happened. I'm surprised Twitter is still here a year later, but clearly its popularity is not as high as it used to be.
I mean, it got rebranded.
Yeah, but nobody calls it X. If you look at even the news, when they reference Twitter, they say X, and then they put a bracket, formerly known as Twitter, because nobody calls it X.
I still won't call it X.
Yeah, it's still Twitter. No one's gonna call it's X is a dumb name for an app.
No. Stupid. Oh yeah.
That's about it. If you want to close it out.
Ask Elon Musk's Twitter purchase. By the way, you a cool dude. You seem like a cool guy to hang out with, but you buying Twitter was the dumbest thing you could have. You lost money and you're losing more money, and from how you make it on the sound, you might even want to shut it down. So you just wasted so much money for no reason. And yeah, but other than that, you seem like a cool dude, and you're doing good on the Tesla and on SpaceX. So keep up the good work. Just try to apply that onto Twitter, brother, please. And go T1, and maybe UGA if I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and that concludes this episode of the podcast. So check. Anyways, thank you for watching this episode of the podcast. We appreciate y'all, and we appreciate y'all watching the other recent videos that we've been uploading. Holy crap, I can't speak. I just really want to play card right now. That's why.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, yeah, we appreciate the recent love and growth on the channel. We appreciate you watching the podcast, though. Macho appreciates you for enjoying his edited videos. But anyways, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Comment down what you want us to watch or what to watch. Holy shit, I feel like Mokhtar. What you
We're a
want to
reaction
watch?
channel now. We watch and react to
We could
video.
react. We could. Oh, let's react to our old videos on. We could do that as a video.
Sure, why not?
Come on, bro. It would be.
Yeah,
It would be
that's it.
great.
I just said why not? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Go.
we just did it. Anyways, yeah, we appreciate the love and on the recent videos and
He's blanking. Thank you guys for watching this episode 5 of
I
Conquest.
had to sneeze. I had to sneeze and I didn't. I couldn't get out. Yeah. Oh, also make sure you turn on that notification bell so you know when we upload. Make sure you watch or go watch our other videos on our channel. We post gameplays. There's other podcasts. You know, go watch last season's podcast. Go watch our gameplays, our COD, Halo, Fortnite. Be on the lookout for the other videos we're about to post. Follow us on socials at Go Conquerors. And yeah,
We will
we
see
out,
you
baby. Go
guys
T1.
next week. Go T1. Faker gets his 4th. We'll see you guys next week.
We're checked.
Bye.